Oh, hello. I've been expecting you. Today, we're going to be talking about curriculum. Not the curriculum, but curriculum. What does that term mean? And what are we thinking about as curriculum experts when we talk about curriculum? The first thing we need to do is to understand the root of the word. This helps us understand the purpose of curriculum. The root of the word derives from the Latin currere, and it refers to a prescribed course to follow. I think literally translated, it's a course to run, or running of a course. Now, we can think of this in a lot of different examples. A race course, if we're thinking of a marathon, or an obstacle course like the Tough Mudder. We could think of this as career progression, or even as a program of studies, which is what most people think about when they think about curriculum. The idea of having a defined program of studies or a defined curriculum that is established by the state goes as far back as Plato, who advocated in his Republic for something that is followed by everyone, and that by passing each stage in one's education, that education would continue until the best and the brightest were selected to be philosopher kings. Aristotle, too, provided a kind of curriculum for students to pursue, and he argued that there had to be a course in which students were active, that it was learning not just knowledge, but learning through doing. And that's where this notion of a race to be run or a course to be pursued is meant to be active in the process of learning. So as curriculum experts, when we are looking at a curriculum, whether it be the program of studies that's currently in place or the curriculum that was proposed by the government in just the past few weeks, what we're looking for is, does the progression make sense? Does the race look like it's utter chaos? Or does it make sense, step by step, how students are following this program of studies? The Alberta Teachers Association published a declaration of principles around curriculum redesign, which I think their first statement captures nicely what we're trying to talk about here, which is that they believe that curriculum is about what should be learned. Currently, Alberta is engaged in a process that will identify what knowledge, skills, and attitudes students will need to master to lead successful lives after they leave school. This is a complex process that ultimately will lead to the development of a new program of study, setting out the requirements in each subject area and grade level. This work obviously ought to be done by experts in consultation with stakeholders. Stakeholders include not just teachers and Alberta education curriculum designers and university professors. It should also include consultation with parents, with the general public who don't necessarily have children, in terms of businesses, in consultation with what they're looking for from our graduates. But ultimately, it shouldn't be driven by politics or politicians, but by those who know how to do this work, the experts in the field.